How to read anyone's mind. 3 profound secrets from an ancient Buddhist tale. Have you ever wished you could truly understand what someone else is thinking? To grasp the emotions behind their words, the intentions beneath their actions? Most of us rely on words and surface expressions, but there is so much more happening beneath the surface, silent signals that reveal the truth of a person's mind. Today, I want to share with you a timeless story, a Buddhist tale about a blind man and a king that teaches us 3 powerful secrets to reading minds. These secrets don't require supernatural power or magic. Instead, they depend on something we all can develop: a calm, attentive mind and careful observation of subtle signs. The story of the blind brother and the king. Long ago, in a small village, lived 2 brothers. The elder brother was blind, and though he could not see, he was wise and deeply observant in other ways. The younger brother was a farmer who worked tirelessly in the fields. However, wild animals constantly ravaged their crops, causing great frustration and loss. One day, the younger brother had an idea. If my blind brother can sit in the field and shout whenever he hears animals, perhaps his voice will scare them away and protect our harvest. They built a small hut right in the middle of the farm, and the blind brother agreed to watch and shout to scare away any intruders. An unexpected visitor. One day, a pregnant doe dashed through the field, breaking the fence. Shortly after, a king, who had been pursuing the same animal, arrived at the scene. Spotting the blind brother, the king asked, "Have you seen a deer pass this way?" The blind man replied, "Your Majesty, I am blind. I cannot see, but I know that the animal you are chasing is not worth your effort." The king was stunned and asked how the blind man could be so sure. The blind brother answered calmly, "The creature you think is a deer is actually a pregnant doe. A king would not hunt such an animal. It would be a waste of your time." Skeptical but curious, the king ordered his men to capture the animal alive. When the men returned, they confirmed the blind man's claim. The doe was indeed pregnant. The king's curiosity deepens. Impressed, the king called the blind brother and asked more questions, doubting whether the man was truly blind. Eventually, the king asked a personal question. "Tell me, is my queen faithful to me?" The blind brother said he would answer truthfully, but only if the king allowed him to be alone with the queen. Though reluctant and angry, the king agreed. A test of truth. When left alone, the blind brother said he wished to touch the queen. This enraged the queen, and she struck him fiercely. When he escaped and returned to the king, he reported, "Your Majesty, your queen is unfaithful. A faithful woman would have refused calmly. Her violent reaction revealed her guilt." The king confronted the queen, who admitted the truth. The king was amazed by the blind man's insight and sought to understand how he could know such things. The final question. The king then asked, "One last question. Am I truly the son of my father?" The blind brother replied, "You are indeed your father's son, but you also bear the shadow of a miserly merchant." The king asked his mother, who confirmed this strange truth. Astonished, the king laughed and asked the blind man, "How do you know so much?" The blind brother smiled and said, "Because you have not rewarded me yet, I knew you must be stingy." As for reading minds, this is a skill I learned long ago from the Buddha himself. 3 secrets to reading minds the blind brother shared. With the king, 3 essential ways to understand what others are thinking, ways that anyone can learn. The language of the eyes. Our eyes reveal what words often hide. The direction of a person's gaze shows their focus and intent. Eyes that avoid contact or dart around may indicate nervousness, deception, or discomfort. Steady, unwavering eyes often show sincerity and openness. The size of the pupils can also reveal emotions. dilated pupils when someone likes or is excited, constricted pupils when uncomfortable or angry. Red or tired whites of eyes tell of fatigue, stress, or unwillingness to engage. Think about how often you've read a friend's mood just by their eyes before they even say a word. The eyes are powerful signals if we learn to observe carefully. Facial expressions speak volumes. A person's face is like an open book of their emotions and thoughts. A genuine smile lifts both the mouth and the eyes, radiating warmth and kindness. Furrowed brows can show confusion, worry, or concentration. Lips pressed tightly together often indicate disagreement or concealment. Tiny wrinkles around the eyes or forehead reveal tension or deep thought. Even micro-expressions, fleeting changes in expression, can reveal hidden feelings. Our face often betrays what our heart feels, even if we try to hide it. By paying close attention to these subtle cues, you can understand feelings beneath the surface. 3. The silent story of body language. Our posture and gestures tell stories words do not. Rapid finger tapping often signals impatience or anxiety. Crossed arms create a barrier, showing defensiveness or reluctance. Leaning forward expresses interest and attentiveness. Touching one's face frequently might reveal nervousness or intense thinking. The way a person moves, fidgeting, shifting weight, or relaxed, also reveals emotional states. Body language is a secret language. Observing it patiently lets you read thoughts and feelings that are unspoken. The most important secret: presence. The blind brother taught the king this crucial truth. To truly read others, you must bring your mind fully into the present moment. Only then can you notice these subtle signs: eyes, face, and body. If your thoughts wander to the past or future, you will miss the truth right before you. This is why many enlightened masters can seemingly read minds. They have cultivated a calm, focused mind, free from distraction. How can you develop this skill? Start by training yourself to be fully present in every interaction. When talking to someone, focus completely on them. Quiet your inner chatter and listen not only to their words, but to their eyes, expressions, and movements. Practice observing without judgment. Notice the difference between genuine smiles and polite ones. Feel the tension behind a clenched jaw or crossed arms. Over time, your sensitivity to these signals will deepen. Why does this matter? Understanding others deeply fosters empathy, trust, and stronger relationships. It helps you respond appropriately, build connection, and avoid misunderstandings. This skill is not about manipulation or prying. It is about compassionate awareness. When you can read someone's mind, you better honor their feelings and needs. Closing reflections. So, the next time you wonder what someone is thinking, remember these 3 keys. Watch their eyes, read their face, and listen with your whole body. Most importantly, calm your own mind and be fully present. In the stillness of your awareness, the silent language of the heart will speak clearly, and you will know. Thank you for sharing this journey of insight with me today. If this story touched you, please share it with others. Remember, the greatest wisdom is to truly see and understand the people around us.